Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dema, Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. We are just stuck in this range right here. It's actually it's frustrating because it's the condor trades that I put on. They're gonna get stopped out every time. I tried a different type trade today. It worked, and then it didn't a little bit. I just got out of it, and then really just started. I was writing some put premium, and then when we had the rise, I was writing some call premium. And honestly, I know some people are asking in the trade room, why aren't I posting these? And these trades they're going fast, and I'm managing this for the fund. I'm doing them, and then to go in and post that, or I'm out of this. It's just a little too quick to be able to doing that. That's why I try to give a pretty good perspective as far as what I see, what we need to get through in the video reports as well as in the morning notes. So I'm showing you the weekly chart here because this is going to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, where we've been in this range for the past month. We have not been able to break out of it. We've had a few times that they tried on the downside and it got bid back up, but from there we're going to just have to go over to the daily chart to see it, where each one of these gap downs is bid back up, gap down, and then it gets bid back up again. And again, we're just really trading within this range. The 59.16, the first really what I was looking at was the bears needed to get through this the 60.43, was it? Let me just see. Hang on one second. I want to check this out. So here we are. The low, so right around that 6,000. I was saying they need to get through that, and if they do, then we're going to probably head down and have a chance of coming down to the 59.16. But again, we hit the the 50-day moving average, and that was it. The bulls took over, and it's like Groundhog's Day, where we have these gap downs, and then it's just nonstop. Move on the upside with it. So this looks like we're consolidating. We have PPI numbers tomorrow. I'm not really quite sure if it's going to move the market, but I'm not sure it's going to need. I mean, this has got to break one way or another. It's one of the longest little, say, consolidation phases that I've seen in quite some time. And again, what I've been doing, honestly, is just, once this low held and we came back down, this is when I started selling put premium, and I literally had my stop right here, and I was going to wait to get it down here, and that worked out. And then once we made it up to where we were at, let me see something if I have it on here. This is where I sold the call premium, was right near the 78% retracement line. So you can see we made it up here, and this is where I started selling call premium. So it worked out. We we made almost $4,000 on the day. But like I said, it wasn't easy, and I can't really post these trades in there because they just go too fast, and you can be underwater, a lot of money, and I don't want, that. I will get back to them. I promise you that. It's just right now that this market's just moving way too fast. So anyway, started selling the put call premium here, and then towards this time, I actually just kind of stepped away. I didn't want to make any more trades because we could have had to move back up here or down there. But so the deal is this: is that we're stuck in this range. The bulls, until they really can break that 6,000 level, which is right at the 50-day moving average right here. Well, this is the 200-day. Until they break it, until the bears can break through it. That's when we see the move down here. But until the bulls can get above these levels here, we're just going to be able to be. We're just trading within this, this consolidation phase, and when it breaks out, it's going to be a fairly big move. I've been saying, it's a. Let me just see something real quick. Okay, perfect. I still have it up. So this is the triangle that I was showing you, and this one is. This is a big bear trap. When you break this, and really what I was anticipating was that we were going to come back up, and it's just been too easy for the bulls on these gap downs on it, where I thought they were going to come up and really just test this resistance right here and then take these lows out. But once we came down and held this, and then we took out that high, it obviously this was not the trade that was in play. And again, this is the ES here. So let's do this. I'm going to wipe this out, and now I'm going to take this off too. Hang on one second. And I'm going to just do it and say this is a possibility of another setup where it's it's actually a bearish setup if it's going to play out like this, but it looks like a descending triangle right here. So we can just take this from here because that's really not starting from there. But say we go from here, so where we can see we came up, down, and now we're back up here again. But this pattern is suggesting that we're going to have a break to the downside, not the upside. Now, what could happen is we break through it and come back up to this level here, and now we're just trading within that other range that I've been showing. So we have this descending triangle. The size of it, let's take a look. It basically goes from this top, let's just stay to here to this bottom. So we have that. Now, what I want to do is just take this and move it at the bottom. And if this pattern is in play, then we're going to be looking for a move to come down to the 59.12 level. So about another 100 points lower than where it is. And maybe that's the trade. If we break above it, then, again, I'm just moving this up here, and here's our new range. But until that happens, hopefully tomorrow, the PPI numbers give us something to just make movement where something's going to stick, because it's been pretty frustrating trying to trade. Even though it's been working out, it's been a lot of work. And, I like setting up those condor trades, putting the stops in place, and then going about my business and not having to sit in front of the computer the whole time. That's always been my, the way I like to trade. But unfortunately, I've been glued to the screen from the minute the bell, opens until it closes. And it's so it's a little frustrating on my end, but overall things are, they're doing okay. So I just wanted to show you the pattern that is in play there. So let's go back to the hourly chart here. You can see we didn't burn off any of the overbought levels, and if we take these off, we're actually going to start getting some pretty good sell signals that are in place. Because if we take out these highs and come up to, say, this part of the range, most likely we're going to have sell signals in place. So we want to keep an eye on that. If it breaks above it, then we just wait for where it's going to top. We can run on the long side. But if it right now, if it makes it above this level right here, but gets held down here, it's going to give us some nice sell signals. So nothing's really changed on this. This is what the bears need to. Well, what the bulls need to get through, and that's going to be anywhere from this 60.77, up to the 68.90 level. If they do that, then you're just looking for a move up to the 61.20 and probability of new highs. On the downside, we're here now with it. It's I was showing you these levels here, which is still there, but right now, these past few gaps, this has really just been the range right here. So the bulls got to get above here to reach the 61.20, 61.30. If the bears can break through this, then they have some support here at the 59.60, but most likely we're coming down to the 59.25. So I'm really hoping. I can't give you any answers as far as they're not giving us anything to go off of right now. We're just stuck in the range. So until that clears up, these reports are going to be kind of redundant, but it is what it is. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys.